What is witchcraft? Witchcraft is everyday occurrences, things that happen that we don't even think about, or if anything, we don't associate it with being witchcraft. Case in point, one day me and my cousins, we were hanging out, and one of my cousins didn't have money for lunch, so I offered to buy it for her. Her sister said to her, "You're going to have to pay her back." And she says, "I ain't giving her nothing." Mm. Another time, my sister had borrowed some money from my kid's piggy bank. So someone asked her, "When are you going to pay her back?" And she looks over at me and says, "I ain't giving her nothing." And I was like, wow, how could you be so terrible? On another occasion, my ex-husband came over with his mother and his grandmother. So his grandmother had asked her, was he going to give me some money? For the kids, of course. And he looks at her like she crazy, and he tell her, "I ain't giving her nothing." Another example, my younger daughter's father, his friend, had called me up to tell me that he didn't have to give me nothing. And one day I said to myself, when I thought about it, all the different times people told me something just so cruel like that, it's how they all said the exact same thing. I ain't giving her nothing. That just didn't sit well with me. It didn't seem right. So one day I came across this scripture in the Bible, 1 Kings, verse 20. I'm going to start with verse 20. And the Lord said, "Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?" And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit, and stood before the Lord, and said, "I will persuade him." And the Lord said unto him, "Wherewith?" And he said, "I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets." And he said, "Thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so." Now, in my research, I came across something that says they use the Bible when they're doing witchcraft. Maybe not all the time, but maybe sometimes. However, all of that I'm still learning today. But they can use some things in the Bible and flip it. That was an example right there. This spirit. So they use a spirit to go forth in people's mouths and say things. So we can be in situations with family, friends, in our relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, and just our friends, and things can be said. And we're really struggling with the fact, you really just said that to me? And it made me think about how sometimes, say you have a mutual friendship with a couple, and they'll say, so-and-so said such and such. And you may go to, playing mediator, say, "Hey, that was wrong for you to go for you to tell so-and-so that." And they'll say, "What? I never said that to that person." So that gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe when it's said, the person don't know because it's actually the spirit. But the person themselves, they don't have any idea that this spirit just spoke and said some things, and I guess they don't know about it, but the other person know what they heard. And these things happen all the time. And look, witchcraft right there. A lot of times things happen and it's just that. But when it comes to witchcraft, people will think again, I mean, rat's tails and cauldrons and actually seeing people who look like witches, and that's not the case. Witchcraft right there. And you didn't even know it.